This manual.
What do we... So we're...
Removing the husk.
Tita Mercy is dehusking the coconut. She's got to do all them before nightfall.
Gagawin mo daw ba yun hanggang mamayang gabi, Tia? Yan ay taalisin mo. Ay, tawag dito.
Wow.
Ano nga tawag mo, Tia?
Tapas.
Tatapasin mo daw yan lahat ng iyan hanggang gabi.
Ay, iba naman. Sabihin mo iba na pag yung ano na, iba na.
They using different things.
Ito ay ano lang.
Later.
So they're using different
Pag
tools.
halimbawa ito ay maggagata at magtatapas ka pa isa-isa.
This is just for,
Pero pagka marami na, iba na. Wala tang tapasan dito.
This is old school.
Makikita ni Kuan ano yun.
bukas.
Wow.
Yung triangle.
Ay baka hindi pa mananapas bukas. Baka sa isang araw.
Ah.
Magbabaak pa na yan ay.
So this is the old school way. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, slow and steady.
Ito ay pag maggagata ka laan. Isa-isa.
Di ba po dati ganyan talaga nung sinauna talaga ganyan?
Oo, ganito lang pag gagamitin. No? Pero tapasan din pag mangungupa.
Oo.
Hindi pa tayo nakikita ni Peter.
Hindi po.
Some of those coconuts are massive.
Yeah.
Wow. Do they pick the old coconut? Does it matter or?
The old one is preferable
Oh, okay.
for this planting. These are the mature ones. Ito po yung mga gango, hani pa. They're the mature ones.
Basta naman ano, kumalog na, pwede na.
When you buy coconut in Australia, it looks like that brown one over there.
Nakalog,
Yeah,
hindi
that's
pa
what
pwede.
it looks like. But this is the original coconut with the husk on there, which I'd never seen before until I moved to Townsville. First time I saw one, I said, "What's that?" Remember? And you said, "Oh, it's coconut." I was like, "Oh, okay," because we only see the brown dehusk.
I already told the story.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Maganit siya.
Maganit.
Maganit ang bunot.
tell the story to the camera dogs.
You could remember?
Wow,
Walang bayad.
Tita Mercy's still strong.
Lakas mo para ba, Tia? Sabi ni Pedro.
78 years old.
78. Wow.
No gray hair.
Damn.
That's not dyed.
Oh,
No gray hair,
you
man.
should see my mum. She's 80 and she doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't get around like Tita Mercy. She has a walker.
Yung po nanay niya mag-80. Abay nagwo-walker na hindi na po nakakalakad ng maayos.
Knee
Baka
replacement.
doon ay ano, wala exercise.
Abay wala nga pong exercise.
No. Here it's a very active lifestyle. A lot of manual labour in Australia. It's a little bit. We get a bit lazy, I guess. I know I did.
Yeah, expert.
Wow. So what do they do with the husk? Just
Ano pong ginagawa ninyo dun sa dun sa mga ganyan?
Ay ginagawa ng gatong din. Para panluto.
Okay, to kindle the thing and to they use it to cook the actual.
okay. So it's okay. So they're using that to cook these. Okay.
Ooh.
Makikita niya bukas paggagatong.
Wow. We gotta take all everything off.
Well, it's gonna get burnt anyway. So.
Done!
That's it. Wow. It's very fast.
Pag si Peter ay siguro yung bukas pa matatapos.
So that's dehusking. Okay. And then it comes over to this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll see the process tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see the process tomorrow. So then it turns into that. Yeah. Thank you, Bob.
The fire there.
Cool. Thank you, Bob. Wow. So there's the fire pit for the Kopra. It's a big oven. Wow. And then on top we have the coconut with the meat still inside. So that's cooking. Cooks for about half a day. And then when you scrape out the meat,
They take the meat out.
take the meat out, which becomes, they use it for oil, coconut oil, soap, you know, all that sort of stuff. And then the husk will become charcoal. They'll turn that into charcoal and sell that as well. So pretty much the whole coconut gets used. Nothing goes to waste.
We can process it all over again.
Yeah. Awesome. So,
You watch them, papanoorin ka na po bukas.
just to recap, so that's the original old coconut. Take the husk off, turns into that, and then they split them. As you can see, that's a half split. Another pile there. So they split them, throw them up on top there, cook them for half a day. So they're all being laid up on the top
Hindi po niya alam na yung palay ay may kuwan.
where they'll be set on
Ay,
fire.
yung bigas ay may palay pa. At sa Australia po wala pa sila nakikita ng ganayon.
There's all the firewood.
Oh,
So there's heaps.
ito po yung nabibili nila yung mga ganito na. Kaya hindi po niya alam na may ganayan pa.
So they'll cook the white meat, turn it into copra, which will be used for oil and
So,
soap and coconut products. Okay. Don't want to get in anyone's way. Is it hot?
no.
It's not hot. You sure?
Whatever.
So what's it called?
Kopra.
Kopra. So that's the next process. So we went from coconut,
Dehusking.
dehusking, over there. So we went from coconut, the husk's taken off, to the inner coconut, which is the one we're familiar with in Australia when you buy the coconut from the supermarket, to chopping them in half to that, on top of the fire, to this one, which is cooked.
So the cooked ones properly cooked are here.
Okay,
And if it's not cooked, they have
that's
to put
okay.
it
So,
back.
it's okay to film.
Okay lang daw mo mag-video?
Thank you. Just want to see how they. So this is how they remove the copra.
He said it's good. He's gonna come. He can go to Australia via the video.
That's it. Well,
Yeah. And then
So it's
they
just like
keep
a-
the cooked. Ha? Yung taga Sweden, ay wala na daw po. Nagpakamatay po daw.
and that's the
The cooked.
copra once it's been taken out of the shell.
Siya nga po. Sa Sweden.
So that's used for oil and soap and everything. Feels like rubber,
Ako po yung
tough rubber. Doesn't have much of a smell to it. But yeah, that's awesome.
ako po yung
I'll sell it for 100 kilo. How much per 100 kilo? Sorry, 60,000, 65
75 pesos before, now it's 65. Or 71 pesos.
per kilo.
Now it's 65. It's going down.
So it's about 65, 70 cents a kilo, pesos a kilo. It's about $1.50 Australian per kilo. So that's a bit of money here. 100 kilos, $150, which is a good bit of money here. But that's the process.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of work. These guys have been here for a couple of days. And this will be used for charcoal. They'll burn that. Not sure how they do it. I think they put in a big pit and they just burn it, and then they'll dry it out on the road on the top, much like they do with the rice.